Well, Natalie, thanks so much for joining me today. I suppose, there's so much to talk about your highlights throughout your career so far. But I suppose let's go back the last 12 months. How has it been for you as an athlete with Tokyo and Birmingham in your sights? How tough is it on the ground as an athlete?
Well, it's not something I've experienced before. I think, like everybody, in the beginning, just it was just crazy. It was all a bit. I think in the beginning, because obviously the Olympics were still going ahead when the first lockdown happened. I think that was probably the worst period for me because all the uncertainty about knowing whether it was going to be postponed or cancelled. But I think once they finally said it was going to be postponed, I just realigned my goals then and just got my head down and just did everything I could, really.
So do you consider yourself quite lucky in that respect? Because obviously some sports haven't been able to go near their normal training ground or location then. So you've managed to make the most of the opportunities, would you say?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I've been really lucky, like my coach Darren Warner and all the support staff in Sport Wales. They've just been ahead of the game all the time, really. We've kind of been predicting what's going to happen and not like reacting to things, being, I suppose, proactive. So doing things ahead of time, really. So yeah, we've just been trying to keep ahead of the game, really.
Everyone can imagine how amazing it is, but what goes through your mind when you're at the top of the podium, hearing the Welsh anthem roll, everyone cheering you around? What goes through your mind?
I can't even remember exactly what I was thinking. I do remember thinking, shall I sing along to the anthem now or shall I not? I was like, I either stay quiet or I half sing. I think I was more worried about the anthem and what to do about singing, really. But I think in the moment you're just a bit taken away by it all. I think it's after you reflect and you think, oh, I'm really proud of what I achieved on that day.
Going back then to your primary years, what were you like in school? Did you want to try every sport, or was it judo specific? How did you get into that pathway of becoming an elite athlete?
I was just sport mad. Like, I think ever since I popped out, I just wanted to do everything. Yeah, like, I would play football, athletics, netball, tennis, gymnastics, absolutely anything I could do. And then I think in high school, I kind of tapered it down to 4 sports. So netball, athletics, tennis and judo.
Has there been a time where you've had self-doubt or you've thought, I'm going to finish, I'm quitting?
Yeah, there's been like a few times I think throughout my career. The biggest block for me was when I went to university. I really didn't want to do judo then. But luckily Welsh Judo were funding me. So I thought, I'll do judo to get me through uni in terms of funding. But then I think it's probably for about 2 years. Judo was such a chore. I'd drag myself to the sessions, just get through them. I was getting beaten a lot. It wasn't that enjoyable. But at the end of that, I started to win a few more. I got selected for my first Europeans, and then that was like really the breakthrough. So I think those tough times always lead to something good at the end. It's just staying in there, and you've got to go through the hard times to get the good times. I know that's a bit cliche, but it's really true.